Here's something we haven't tried in the freeze dryer yet. Salmon. Put them on the trays, load them up, and try freeze drying them. We're gonna freeze dry them raw, and then we'll rehydrate and cook them when it's time to use them. So we did have one little flake of salmon that fell off. So it gives me a chance to go ahead and cook some. So this is raw. And so I'm going to take a bowl and start soaking it. Salmon fillets are recommended to soak like 6 to 8 hours. They say the more you soak it, the more tender it gets. I'm just gonna put it in a bowl with some water, put a little bit of salt in it, because I feel like when it's soaking up the moisture, it's good for that liquid to have a little bit of seasoning to it, so it doesn't just add a watery flavor to whatever you're rehydrating. So I'm gonna do that while I'm out working on other stuff, and then we'll come back later and try cooking it. The other day, the concrete guys came and did some grading to get ready to pour for the concrete. So they did some footings. I asked them to dig some holes for footings. I think I already talked about this before. They've got a form board here. They're not finished. They're gonna come back in the next couple days. Let's see, it'll be 5 days before they come to pour concrete. They still got a little bit more of these form boards to put in. Since one container's higher than the other, it's a little bit awkward. We're gonna have a little kind of concrete shelf on this side, a little narrow one. But it's nice to see the ground all flattened out. The grass is gone. We got it all cleaned out and ready to go. This container here is getting more shade than the other one. And I can already tell how much cooler it is when I try to go in there. It's really nice. And it's nice to know that the things you're storing are not in there cooking at 140 degrees or something. Just aging everything you own. So the framing's coming along. I'm gonna get on that right now and try to get a lot more done. I've got 2 corners done. I'm working on the 3rd corner, and hopefully I'll get all 4 corners done today, and we can start filling in the walls in between. So that'll be completely done. I put a board from here across here to see what it was gonna be like to have a roof coming down. And we decided how we're gonna set that roof. So progress is being made. Since this is just an experiment, we're not gonna put a lot of effort into it. I'm gonna put it in the oven, air fryer, and we're just gonna lay it on a little piece of foil and cook it for a little bit, see how it goes. It feels like just a piece of meat you would get from the grocery store. It doesn't, now that it's rehydrated, it's really just like it was before. Okay, the cooking is done. Since it's such a small piece, I'm not thinking that it's beautifully cooked, but we can just see if it's gonna be like salmon. You wanna try some salmon? One bite? I didn't put any salt or anything on it, other than the salt that was in it when we rehydrated it, but yeah.
Tastes like salmon.
I think it's just like, almost just like salmon. If it's not, I can't tell what's different about it. Another load of wood. Wow, looks like my canopy got too much water again. It's coming apart. All the walls are done in the upstairs, and now I'm doing the roof on the forest side of the building, because the other side's gonna be more complicated. We're gonna build like a picnic shelter over here on this side that'll connect to the barn, so the roof is not gonna be so simple. But this one is simple. I've started this much of it, but it's going to go all the way back to full length. So I've only done about 7 or 8 boards there. It looks like 8. Went ahead and put some posts in the ground. I might come back and put concrete in here because a recent storm I saw where a roof like this sort of flipped up on top of somebody's building, it just ripped the posts out of the ground. So I might want them anchored a little better. But this is going to give us some good storage on this side for tires and whatever junk we need to just find a place for. Hopefully it won't become a junk pile, but it might become a little bit of one. So the grass is growing again somewhat. The grass out in the field has been stunted pretty bad. So this is all kind of flooded and wet. We're hoping to do concrete in less than a week. But if we keep getting rain, we might have to postpone it more, but it's worth it to get the rain. We just have not had enough.